Hello all you lovely ladies and gentlemen out there, I am Azecreth, and we are here in a new series of Endless Space. Now, as you may have noticed, I have recently been doing a cooperative Let's Play with my good friend and Chris Rocketeer in Europa Universe House 4, but I figured that I should take the opportunity to sort of go back and do some single-player stuff for those of you who prefer the more space-oriented things that I have done before. We are playing as the Hissho, which I have been reassured is the correct pronunciation by the game, so if it's wrong, I apologize. And we will be trying to conquer this disc-shaped galaxy of ours, if we can. As you can see, we've kind of started out on the periphery, but I'm sure we can make it work. Now, the Hissho are something of... First of all, they're bird people, which is interesting. So they are a blood knight tradition, and they're all about conquest and blood, and I mean, they are literally about blood. It says so in the backstory. Now, as you can see, we have some pretty nice heroes. We've got a more combat-oriented guy and a more industry-oriented guy, and we will make sure to take advantage of those as we proceed. As for our starting moves, well, we will send out our scout to begin exploring, to see what we can find. And off the bat, we found a unique wonder. The Dust Nebula. Very useful if we could colonize the planet, if there was more than one system in the planet. But it's a lava place. It's not bad. Could be worse. At least, that's my own opinion on the subject. As for our solar system, as you can see, we have 4 planets, a medium jungle world with the Huygens rings. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we have a lot of options from this. We've got a lot of... We could focus on industry or production. In this case, I'm going to focus on food, because if we get a bigger population, we can produce more science and more industry over a quicker period of time, which will ultimately benefit the growing of our empire. As for research, we will start with the usual, like these are the 4 base texts that you want to get off the bat, just so you have a sort of a base for your nation. And well, after that, we're going to go send our ship out to explore over here. That might be a mistake, but we need to begin colonization fairly rapidly to get a good springboard for our empire, you know? And we will go forward and see what happens. Now, as you may or may not know, Endless Space 2 is in the works. They put out some trailers, and I think they put out a public access alpha, or maybe a beta at this point. It's very, impressive, all told. The trailers have been interesting, and I've never realized how much I needed a sort of I never realized how much I wanted a Kraber first-person shooter before the game came out. Well, before the trailers came out, but now I do, and I kind of want it. It would make for a fun, shoot 'em up, kind of like Just Cause or Red Faction, I guess. Here, and we will continue on again. And I think it's fairly interesting. Well, yes, it is interesting. There is nothing untoward about it, and we have discovered a colonizable planet. Yes. Wah wah. Well, it's okay, we wouldn't have had anybody there anyway. But we have a medium ocean planet, which is good for colonization, because it is a Terran world, and we have colonized our first world. Great things have small beginnings. Haggard, unsure, but full of hope, the first colonists of your faction have set foot on another planet. It may seem trivial, but even the most epic adventures begins with but a single step. This is the future for our world, and we shall use it to create an empire that will dominate the galaxy. Now we do have coral reefs on this world, which will give us more food. I think it makes sense to focus this on food production as well, you know, ratchet up the population really quickly, then we can industrialize faster and sort of build up the sort of empire that we need to create with our, well, yes, we're probably going to go for conquest here. At least that's my own guess as to how it will go. Now, in Ziturbia, we have finished our efforts to sort of take this planet, and they're not there yet. Of course they're not. In this case, I think it'd be a smart idea to work on another scout ship for the moment. Nope. Another wonder, the sensor platform. Unfortunately, there's no available planets here either, but sensor platform is better than nothing, you know? If only I could. Unfortunately, I can't actually see what it does at the moment. But now that we are here, we can buy our first hero, and we're going to buy T-Drone V212, who is an AI for the Solar faction, but now she works for us, and we will assign her to Zeteria as our home world in order to develop it faster, you know? Because she provides, well, these sorts of heroes provide a lot of development bonuses that we wouldn't otherwise get. Now, Endless Space 2 is being worked on, and it's part of that long-running franchise that you may know about, you know, Dungeon of the Endless, Endless Legend. There's a lot of sort of things connected to this expanded multiverse, and if we're to be honest, it wouldn't have happened if Amplitude had not been acquired by Sega. So they got bought out they were acquired by Sega, which has given them access to greater resources to do games like this, and apparently they were interested in working like with Creative Assembly and Relic Entertainment, who are also part of Sega, to give them these sort of resources that they would not have had access to before. Certainly I can understand that as well, and we will continue our development to grow in power, to create a mighty empire, the likes of which the world has never seen. Unfortunately, we haven't come up too lucky on colonizable planets just yet, but we are working on that. You know, we've only got one scout, we've got to take our guesses. Oh, and our hero leveled up, so we can have +3 labor or +3 wit. Now, as you can see, perhaps, this negotiator will lead us down to dust and science, while director will lead us to industry and food. And given our focus, it seems wiser to go for industry and food, so we can kind of stack up on that and boost ourselves to even higher heights. Power. We've also finished our scout ship, which we will launch and use to explore more and hopefully find something that we can colonize. So, set course for that yellow sun. Nothing here. So set course for that white dwarf. Now, if I can, I will probably buy a second hero, because this guy would be a very useful admiral for us. At least that's just the impression that I'm getting. It's actually pretty lucky that we rolled such developed heroes. I mean, developed in the sense that you don't have to split them between one job or the other. Oh, we got some dust water. That's good. Finished the xenology. Oh, and we found another wonder. The core tap installation. There's also a choice here. You can either get 30 dust or 15 research. I'm going to go for the research because we're doing pretty well on dust at the moment. You can set course for there. And so far so good, I'd say. You know, stack up on those. Of course, once we finish those sorts of points of research, we're going to have to figure out what we want to research next. And it's going to be a bit of a difficult choice. But I think it should be alright. Those 15 science. We have finished soil xenobiology, allowing us to sort of carry on. And judging... Whoops. Whoops. Again. I kept right-clicking instead of left-clicking. I don't know why. Judging what I know, it's inevitably going to run into, like, wormholes and like, so we might as well push for that first. Just sort of forestall that problem. That's just, and we got a lot of science, actually. And we found that another space route for empires to connect up with each other. Well, for our empire to connect up with itself. There's no point in paying for that. We could pay for this, speed things up a bit, because, you know, the sooner we build our internal improvements, the faster we can move on. Of course, I would admit I'm a bit rusty at this game. I haven't played in a while. I've mostly been playing Europa Universalis, and I bought... we'll go for Civic Engineer here. That will increase the labor on the planet, allowing us to build improvements faster. And now we can settle Tundra Worlds, which is very nice. There should be... There's one right there, there's one there, there's one there. There are a few around. There's even one right there. No effect, because we don't have a hero. Actually, that may not be advisable to research just yet, because they have Acid Rain, and... Acid Rain. You know. I also have to apologize. My mouse is being really sketchy right now. It's not what I'd have wanted, but not sure what's next. It's kind of old at this point. Might be more efficient to get a new one, but, well, I'm also cheap, so I don't want to use it until it runs out. Well, until it breaks. Which I'm sure you've noticed from my mic quality. Another unique wonder. The platform of Yes. And see, there's a wormhole. The question, is that a... Oh, that's Tundra World, alright. But it has Antonov ratings, which are... It's better to have a Tundra World with a bonus than with a malice. We want things to make our planet better, not worse. Especially those red improvements, which will take a while to get rid of, to get the technology to do that. But as I was saying, I've been playing a lot of Europa Universalis. I've been playing some Medieval 2, which I bought recently, and it's proving interesting so far. I've also been playing some Dirt 3, which you may or may not know, but it was... Oh, that's a jungle planet. We should probably go for that system. And that's a Terran planet with a permanent monsoon, which is kind of a problem, but we may be able to handle it. And I'm going to send it there anyway, because there is a random event associated with it, and I want that event. At this point, I think we can start designing a new colony ship. And we will call it... a civilian module, give it an engine module, and that should be all we need, really. We'll call it the Habitat. And that should allow us to begin large-scale exploration. It might be a bit more expensive than the bog standard colony ship, but it'll let us do it faster. Efficient shielding, we have developed the Falcon ship class. Excellent. Nothing wrong with having more guns. Oh, and that planet had more science added, which is nothing wrong with a bit of science, you know. So I've been playing Total War, Medieval 2, been playing some Dirt 3 because that was free on the Humble Bundle, you know. And played a lot of Tropico. I mean, even if Tropico 4 is not the most recent one, it's still a fun game, you know. You get to indulge your inner dictator, El Presidente. Cut some people's heads off. Well, you know, you just have them assassinated. Like, you get to do all the morally questionable things that you wouldn't be able to do in real life, that you wouldn't necessarily want to do in real life. And I think that's fun. Now we will hire this hero, we will assign him to a fleet, just so we can start building up experience, and so we can have a combat spec admiral for when the wars begin. Because, you know, we are a military race. We have to conquer, subjugate. You will crop geneticist, and that will give us extra food, and food will allow our population to grow faster, as need not be said. At this point, we will move on. I think Tropico is fun. I like it. I've been slowly working through the campaign just because I'm sort of... I like doing that sort of thing, and I'll go play a custom game when I'm finished with that. Also, I need to get the achievements. Oh! We have found Auriga! The Auriga system, you know, the special wonder of this game, and it even has a habitable planet. That's nice. With acid rain, but, you know, it's Auriga. It's kind of special in that regard. So I'm willing to make an exception in the case of it's important, we need it, therefore we should go forward with all possible speed. Especially since we appear to be alone in our little corner of the galaxy so far. Hey, I don't think I'm doing that bad yet. Not that I really have anywhere to judge that assumption. There ended up not being anything here, but there are more planets. Yeesh, this mouse, please. I really have to apologize for that. It's not intentional. It just kinda happens. And there's not much I can do about it. At the moment, anyway. But everything was going well. Finished that, and I think we will, we'll send you up here, over there, I mean. At this point, we should design a new ship class. We're going to need to start building a military if we want to, go and conquer the galaxy, you know? Go melee range kinetics. 10 of those, 5 of that, until we know otherwise what the people of the galaxy have. And kinetics is better for in melee range because it gives you more sort of, it has better rate of fire. The more fire you put out, the more damage you do, the better, the more likely you are to win. And we will call this the, what is a good name for this ship? I am not entirely sure at the moment. I mean, it is named after an E. Well, it is the Falcon class. So perhaps we should call it the, Man, this is a really tough one. I'll call it the Bismarck class. Because, you know, Germany, Eagle, well, Germany, Falcons. I hope I'm not the only one who got that. We'll build a couple of those to buff up our fleet. At this point, I think we've pretty much explored everything there is to explore besides these couple planets, which is good for the most part. Our first colony ships should be rolling off the line fairly shortly, and we can develop those to colonizing Terran planets first, then tundra planets, depending on how much there is to tundra planets, depending on the availability of places without bad penalties. Like this tundra, we would do this tundra. It's got a coral reef. It's a pretty nice place. What about here? Tiny tundra, that wouldn't be my first choice. Here, medium tundra, high gravity, probably not worth it. Small tundra, long season. Long season is something we can handle, I think. Now, we could do this, but I feel like if we keep it if we colonize a planet with a system with one planet, it's going to take a while to grow. And if it takes a while to grow, then, well, it's not that useful to us. I think in this case we'll head for Hydrus, because Hydrus has that jungle planet, and it will allow us to grow fairly rapidly. It'll take a while to get there, but in this case it may ultimately be more useful to us in the short term. Plus it'll give us a better ability to cut off that wormhole. That seems to be it seems to be our main problem. We have finished the applied Casimir effect, meaning that we can now go and explore I think we'll focus on this next, actually. Well, the engine is nice. We'll go for PEV scale accelerators, then we'll go for LIM systems and that. We should start down the warfare tree if we're going to be conquering people. Bonus, more experience on the fleet. And since you finished there, since they finished that, we will send you to go. We will send you to begin exploring beyond the wormhole and see what's. Well, begin exploring beyond the wormhole, see what's out there. Hopefully, there are some people we can meet, some nice people we can meet, and in the words of my previous Amoeba game, make some friends. You're totally not going to enslave them or sacrifice them or drink their blood. Any manner whatsoever. Honest. I would never be that savage. Promise you. Well, I'm a nice guy, you know? I just want to go out and meet new people. And hey, we're meeting plenty of people. Finished our first ship, the Bismarck. Not the strongest at the moment, but we're working on that. You know? So what was here? 2 tundra planets, not the best, but there were some resources. Of course, the other problem of making colony ships is that it'll take your population, which is why we had that food focus in the first place. If our population regenerates faster, we can send out more ships quicker. I know, I'm a genius. It is amazing. But for the moment, well, everything seems to be going alright. What do you say so myself? No major problems? No explosions yet? That's always a good thing. Especially considering my stated ability thus far. I wouldn't want to get all your hopes up and then have the series end. We will give him some offensive ability. Meanwhile, we have finished PEV scale accelerators. This will give us faster engines. Also finished our colony ship. And we have to figure out where to send it. Let's see. Huge tundra, the coral reefs, 2 planets that are not that great. Tiny tundra. Medium Terran with acid rain. Small tundra. Medium Terran with permanent monsoons. I think in this case we'll send them for, well, if we want a place that will best help our empire, we'll send them for this planet with the coral reefs. It's a big planet, so it can hold a lot of people. It's got bonuses and no penalties. This means that it will develop faster and can contribute to the war effort quicker. And of course, I've been watching a lot of TV, reading a lot of books. I recently got Zoe's Tale, which is one of the books in the Old Man's War series. Oh, we've met somebody. You're not alone. You've encountered the amoeba. This is good, because the amoeba are more likely to be friends. And the Cravers. Wonderful. We're going to have to be careful then. The Cravers probably want to horribly kill us. Oh, hey, they're right next door. Amoeba right next door, that's cool. And they colonize right there. Grr. Can't just do that, guys. I need that stuff. That's my land, I need it. Let's see if I'm going to colonize, like, right there. Man, they've stuck us right next to each other. That is very unfortunate, but not so unfortunate that we're probably going to have to kill them. I'm sorry, but there's no other way around it. We are going to have to walk up, we're going to have to kill them. Because they are a threat to our empire, even if they're nice people. Now we can colonize this place. Hydrus. They have a comatite volcano. We focus this place on industry, I think, to take advantage of that volcano and the industry it can provide, and they're attacking us, so we're going to run away really fast. We're just going to auto that, because nobody wants to see me running away. It'd be kind of boring. No. So I think we can skip that battle. We will then launch the fleet. You can set course for Gruss. They think they could set up a colony so close to our empire, and they have another thing coming. We will not stand for it. This is an existential threat to our empire, and they must be destroyed. Well, we will destroy them in time, once we have the opportunity to do so. This will give us more food, more population. We also have LMI systems. We've met the Pilgrims. We'll just set up a little blockade of this system. It'll be fine. You know. So we met the Pilgrims, we met the Cravers, we met the Amoeba. Everything was going swell. Now we just need to work on developing. Alright, so we've got unstable isotope manipulation. Might want to push for soldiers. Where do we stick that on the tech tree? Cluster munitions. Sold troops. Whew, that's a long way away. I mean, we're gonna have to push for it eventually anyway, but take like 90 turns to get there. That's not really something I'm a fan of. Colonize! Huge Tundra World. We get Titanium 70 now. That's good. We need a vital resource like that. Of course, as you see here, there's a lot of industry. We're going to develop that industry as much as we can to hopefully create this as a major ship-producing sector of our empire. Go and find there, go and find there. We'll add the War Game Center. Because, you know, we need development. We need improvements that will increase the ability of our soldiers to fight. Then again, I probably shouldn't be trying to crush them either, because as we know, they are deadly in warfare. Oh hey, my hero got ability points for us for that system bonus. So we will assign Tactician. That will decrease the effectiveness of enemy weaponry, which means that, well, if they're less effective, they can't hit us as well. Nope. Shoot. And we're running again. Oh. Staying alive. Staying alive. What? Oh, man. Well, dang it. That's one scout gone. See, this is why we have to get rid of them. They destroyed my poor defensive scout for no reason. Only a savage would do something like that. Now then, what's next? Where do I want to send this? There aren't a lot of good places to send this. At least at the moment. It's really unfortunate. Well, I guess we will send it to the bottleneck. No, so they can't just pop through the wormhole and kill us all. Also pay for that improvement. Well, random chance. We got a significant boost to sensor range. That's nice. Just random chance, you know? Oh, and we have met the Pilgrims again. Well, there are two Pilgrim factions. How about that? At least I can be grateful that, like, I'm not directly on the border with the Cravers, so they'll take it longer to sort of get around to killing me. But yeah, at this point, I think we will call it quits for now. If you enjoyed this, you want to see more, feel free to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot to know that people care and want to see more content. And see you in the next part.